Now, the cameras are ready. The headset is on. It's game time.
All right, welcome. We're live here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium here in Minot, North Dakota. Get ready for the six-man third-place matchup between the 5-3 Trenton Tigers and the 2-5 Drake Anamoose Raiders. And alongside me today on the sidelines, we'll start with Phil and get your pregame thoughts here. Phil, how you doing?
We're doing very well today, Mike. Trenton comes into the game one of the hottest teams in six-man football, led by number 9, Jaden Wilson. He has 22 touchdowns on the year, having a real great season for Coach St. Pierre and the Trenton Tigers. They're excited to play some football here today at Dwayne Carlson Field.
All right, and Grady is also on the sideline. Grady, how you doing today? Is your microphone on there, Grady? No, it doesn't appear. Well, it looks like we're having some technical issues with Grady's microphone. Try it one more time there, Grady. No, okay, we'll come back to Grady here momentarily, but your national anthem's on right now, so we'll be back in just a moment.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. We are live here for the third-place matchup at Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. It's the Drake Anamoose Raiders coming in with 2 wins, 5 losses, and the Trenton Tigers 5 wins and 3 losses. Tigers started the season with a 70-12 win over the Center Stanton, a 70-12 loss on the road at the Center Stanton Wildcats, and then a 60-0 loss to the North Border Eagles that pick up their first win on September 18th over this team that they're playing here today, Drake Anamoose. 46-33 at that point in the season. They were 1-2. They would even that up at 500 at 2-2 with a 65-26 win over Midway Minto back on September 21st. They'd wrap up the month of September with another win, 61-14 over the Drayton Bombers. And then they would start October the way they ended September with a 63-6 win over Mandaree. They'd play Mandaree again 8 days later on October 9th and pick up a 71-0 win in the quarterfinal round of the tournament, and then they would fall to the Center Stanton Wildcats by a score of 72-51 in the semifinals, and that brings them into the third place matchup here for the Trenton Tigers. And as you mentioned, these two teams have played before. Drake Anamoose 35-6 win on the road at Drayton, 73-41 loss to Midway Minto, 44-14 loss to North Border, 46-33 loss to Trenton, a 44-19 loss to Center Stanton, and then an 80-74 win. The 74 through 80th point there for Drake Anamoose came in the final 30 seconds of that game, and then that was the quarterfinal, and then a 73-16 loss to the North Border Eagles in the semifinals puts them in the third place game against Trenton as they announce the starting lineups here on the field for the Drake Anamoose Raiders.
And in the line, he's senior, number 99, Mason Lemaire. The Raiders are coached by Brian Dorr, assisted by Kate Hayden.
And those are your starters there for the for the Drake Anamoose Raiders. And now the Trenton Tigers will be the home team on the scoreboard.
Number 40, Justin Landers. Number 12, Connor Peterson. Number 18, Timothy Sponable. Number 10, Colton Adams. And number 9, Jaden Wilson. Here come your starters for the Trenton Tigers.
So they're announcing all the players and now the starters for the Tigers.
Quarterback, the junior, number 13, Nate Norby. Offensive line, number 22, a senior, Caden Cool. Running back, junior, number 24, Weston Eno. The offensive line, a junior, number 25, Aiden Longy.
Oh, slip and fall there, Harry Phil.
Well, I don't think he knew how much power he's coming in with. When he planted there, he just went right down.
We'll see here. Looks like I'm still having issues with Grady's mic up in the booth here. So during the next commercial break, we will try and sort out that here for you. So Grady, hang tight. We'll get to you momentarily. All right, so we're ready now for the opening kickoff here of the third place game between the 5-3 Trenton Tigers and the 2-5 Drake Anamoose Raiders. We've seen Drake Anamoose a couple of times here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network this season, but this is our first glimpse at the Trenton Tigers on video, at least Magnitude video at least. And Trenton will kick off here to Drake Anamoose, and we are underway here in the first quarter of play. And that one's scooped up at about the 35-yard line. Now, keep in mind, you got a minus 10 yards from the numbers that you see on the field there, and bringing it up just over midfield was Dallas Brandt, the junior. And it'll be first down and 15 for the Drake Anamoose Raiders from the... Okay, and I'll be honest with you, this is going to be a little bit difficult for me to get used to as well. So that is the 47-yard line, so it's officially the 37-yard line. And looking to pass and pressured in the backfield, and he's dropped. And he did not get rid of the ball. And dropping him for the Trenton Tigers there. Can't quite catch the jersey number. Phil or Grady, do you see who that is?
I didn't catch that, Mike, but,
All right.
They are not calling a sack on the field.
All right. So we'll have to make an adjustment on our scoreboard here as the Tigers do not lead 6-0, at least not yet. So there we go. So now it looks like there was a, once again, now we're having issues with both mics. So it looks like possible penalty, and now there will be a flag that comes in as it looks like the Tigers jumped offside. This one is John Bossert looking to scramble, and he is out of bounds at about the 1-yard line.
Oh, Mike Bossert there. He's a great scrambler. We've seen him a number of times on the year take a run just like that for a score. So they're setting it up, 2nd and goal for the Raiders.
2nd down and goal. Once again, the 10-yard line acts as the end zone here in six-man football because they play all their regular season games on an 80-yard field, and all these schools have an 80-yard field, and the numbers are placed on the field accordingly Bosser with a little underhand toss, and it's caught there by Dallas Brandt, and the Raiders get on the board first.
Oh, Brandt's also done that a number of times on the games that we've seen there, Mike, and a little slippery out of the backfield and goes and gets that touchdown.
So once again, a 2-point conversion that you're used to would be worth 1 point, but it looks like they're going for a kick here, and if this kick is successful, they will get 2 points. And that one looks like it was partially blocked.
The kick is partially blocked. The conversion is no good. The score, Drake Anamoose 6, Trenton Tigers.
All right, we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back. We're going to do a couple of adjustments here on our broadcast, and then we'll let you enjoy the game in the meantime. And if the microphones are, it looks like
Mike, is mine good?
yes,
mine's
yours
good
is
here.
good. Why don't you take over for a moment so I can make a couple of adjustments here, Phil?
Sure. Okay, sure will, Mike. Trent's going to take over first and 15 for them. There's a fumble on the play there. Looks like it is recovered by Trenton. Officials have said Trenton does retain the ball. That'll bring up 2nd and 18 for the Tigers here. They can pick up big chunks of yardage at any time. And they won't here. They'll go to. Well, there it is. Finds his receiver, number 24 in the back of the end zone. Trenton Tigers will be up.
The Trenton Tigers 7, Drake Anamoose Raiders 6.
All right, and with that, we will take another timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
All right, 7-6 here as we come back to live action at Dwayne Carlson Stadium, and looks like we have was that a fumble recovered by Trenton?
That's an onside kick.
Oh, gotcha.
Recovery by Trenton there. By them to recover that. They catch the Raiders.
So once again, I think what we're going to do for my personal sake is we're just going to go with the numbers on the field. So at the 46-yard line here, Trenton will take over on the onside kick. First down and 15. They'll hand it off, and he's got some room to run. And spinning around there is Weston Eno, and Eno's up inside near the 25-yard line, which will be the actual 15-yard line here as the Tigers roll down the field once again here, leading 7-6 over the Drake Anamoose Raiders here in the third-place game of the six-man football season here on the Superior Grain scoreboard. It is 7-6. And they'll hand it off. This time it goes into the hands of Vincent Wana, and Wana picks up maybe one at the max right back to the original line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 3rd and 11. Second down and 11. Got a first down on that last play there. And that's another pitch here to Wana, and he's into the end zone. Jaden Wilson, actually, my apologies, scores another touchdown here for the Tigers and takes it in to make it 13-6.
Mike, he's just dangerous with the ball in his hands. You can see very shifty but yet powerful back.
And they will set up for what appears to be a one-point conversion. And he'll fake the handoff, throw, and he overthrows his intended receiver into the near corner there. He was trying to target Caden Houle, the senior offensive lineman / defensive lineman. And Phil, you may be able to explain this better than I can, but why are they throwing to an outside lineman, defensive lineman?
Well, every player on the field for the offense is an eligible receiver.
Yeah, and that's absolutely correct. Yeah, every player on the field in six-man football is an eligible receiver. You may have noticed a couple of other things. The quarterback or the guy who takes a snap has to what's lateral? Is that a good word to use, Phil?
Makes a clear exchange of the football.
There we go.
Is the correct terminology.
Gotcha. So if you're just kind of new with six-man football, there are a little bit of a couple different rules here, and we've just explained a couple of them. Of course, an 80-yard field. Out of bounds is that white line you see just on the lower side of the numbers on the bottom of your screen, or the higher side of the numbers on near the top side of your screen there. As Trenton will kick it off once again, and looks like they tried another onside kick, but this time it'll be covered up easily there by Zach Volson, the freshman for the Drake Anamoose Raiders. So we first down and 15 now here for the Raiders from just on the Raider side of midfield is what we'll call it. Of course, the stadium home to the Minot Magicians. And there's the snap into the hands of Bossert. And Bossert will keep it, and he has a lot of space. And he's up over the 25-yard line, up close to the 20-yard line. Once again, -10 on the numbers you see on the field there. I know that's confusing, but it's my first game doing a six-man game on a 100-yard field. Have you done one of those before, Phil?
No, this is my first time too.
So are you struggling as much as I am with that conversion rate? Try that response again there, Phil. Well, we'll come back to Phil here sooner than later, I promise you. Looks like we have a timeout on the field. Once again, broadcast coverage brought to you by our friends at Choice Bank. Stein Seed, Superior Grain, Farmers Union Insurance, and Cavalier, Hefty Seeds, and Game Time making coverage of six-man football, third place and championship game possible here today from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. Mike Mason alongside Phil on the sideline. Grady will get him on the mic sooner than later. If not for this game, we'll get him on the mic for the championship game for sure.
Yeah, no, Mike, I was going to say, yeah, it's very difficult on a 9-man or a 11-man field with the numbers for 6-man to equate them out.
And Bossert with that short pass there to Dallas Brandt, and Brandt brings it up to the 5-yard line approximately. So that'll set up a second down and goal. Oh, actually, no, it looks like it's a second down and about 2. They can get a first down without scoring a touchdown, I think. Yes, the ball's placed at about the 7-yard line. They have to get to the 5-yard line for that first down. So there's the toss. He's looking to throw, and he'll throw it over the middle, and that one's batted down defensively there. Nice defensive play by Vincent Wana, the sophomore.
Oh, Mike Bossert was going to his top receiver there, Eric Martin, Elijah Nicholson, number 13 there.
So now it is 3rd down and 2 from the 7-yard line. They have to get to the 5 for a first down or 7 for a touchdown. And if they can get the touchdown, they will potentially tie this game. Bossert dropped the pitch, and the ball is loose. That's a live football, and it's covered up there right on the 10-yard line. And making the recovery is Weston Eno for the Trenton Tigers.
Well, Mike, this is, I think, where the
Why don't you try coming up close to the 50-yard line by the water cooler there? Hopefully the mic will work there. So,
am I working there? Okay.
Maybe you're not. Okay, we'll figure that one out. At least I know that you guys can hear me down there. That's a positive. So, short little handoff and a run there by Vincent Wana. Picks up about 1 yard. That's about it.
Mike,
No gain, 2nd and 15.
Let's see here.
Fumble on the play.
Trying to do some equipment and work the camera up here to see if I can't make these microphones work down the sideline. Let's see here. Looks like I need to put it up a little bit higher. Hang on, Phil. I think I might have a solution. Hang on.
Jaden Wilson, the ball carrier.
All right, give it a shot, Phil.
Okay, Mike, how about now? Can you hear me good?
Yeah, it sounds awesome.
Okay, all right. I was going to say there, on that fumble, it appears the field turf caused the ball to bounce a little bit higher than it would have on a grass field. So I think that's coming into play here today for these guys, the first time they're playing on field turf.
Yeah, never even thought about that possibility there. And now Tigers looking to move the ball down the field, and that's a long pass, and that one will drop just over midfield. Intended receiver there was Caden Hoole for the Tigers. And that will stop the clock with 4:36 to go here in the first quarter of play. It's 13-6 in favor of the Tigers here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Grady, I'm showing some signal. Why don't we hear from you here, Grady?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. There's Grady. Now I think we got both of you on the I think we fixed it up here. So appreciate you being patient there, Grady. Grady, we never got a chance to talk to you in pregame here. What are your thoughts on this game so far with the score 13-6 in favor of Trenton?
Well, I kind of knew this game it's probably going to be a really close game by the looks of it. Both these teams have been.
That one's intercepted. Not to interrupt you there, Grady. Go ahead, Grady.
All right. Anyway, both of these teams have been pretty promising throughout the entire year. Here, hold on a sec.
So that last pass completion there by Trenton will result in a first down. Will place the ball right at the 20-yard line. Getting more comfortable with that conversion rate after all. And that'll be a handoff up to the near side and up over the 40. Breaks one tackle, and he breaks through a shoestring tackle, or at least I thought he did, and he's up close to midfield. On the carry there was Weston Eno, the junior.
That's a first down for the Tigers.
You know, there's one thing I do want to mention about these two teams. By the looks of it, their roster, both teams do not have a whole lot of seniors. So both these teams are looking pretty strong for next year by the looks of it.
Yeah, both of these teams, I would agree with that statement. Now I can't talk either here, but I agree with you, Grady. Absolutely agree with you there. And now it's going to be second down and about 10 as they will move the ball over midfield to the 35-yard line of the Drake Anamoose Raiders. Once again, Trenton Tigers in the blue, Drake Anamoose in the white. Second down and 10, and looks like they'll hand it off, and he has a little bit of move right up the middle there, and able to hang on to the ball was Weston Enno on the run, and that'll move it up to third down and about 3rd and 4 approximately, as the ball is moved over the 30-yard line to the 29. And there'll be a fake reverse handoff, and keeping it there is Jaden Wilson. And Wilson to the far sideline. He'll scramble up over the 20-yard line and still on his feet. Now he's brought down behind the 20. Looks like they'll mark it close to the 21-yard line, and that'll be good for a first down. So it'll be first down and 15. Once again, you get 4 chances to go 15 yards in 6-man football in comparison to the 4 chances to go 10-yard in 9- and 11-man football. So keep that in mind as we go through the rest of this game and our championship game here this afternoon. I want to say this evening, but usually we play these football games in the evening, and every time playoff time comes around, we get these Saturday afternoon games, and it kind of throws you off a little bit. That was Weston Enno, the junior, running back on the carry there, and that'll bring up second down. Looks like second and about 6. As the ball will be placed there at about the 12-yard line. And they'll pitch it, and he's got a little bit of room. He's in nearly untouched. I think he may have been swatted once. That's Vincent Wana on the touchdown run. And now the Trenton Tigers extend their lead to 19-6 with 2:37 to go here in the first quarter of play.
Ooh, seems to be a block in the back.
And maybe we can take those 6 points off the board as a flag comes on the play. And I believe it was it Grady or Phil who mentioned it was a block in the back? Doesn't really matter, but can you confirm if that's what it was? Okay.
Holding, Mike, is the call against the Tigers.
All right, so we'll take 6 points off the board here, and it'll remain 13-6. Can wipe that run off the books there for Wilson, and
I want to put that back on.
So Wilson will score on the next play after the penalty. So now it's 19-6 with 2 minutes and 2 minutes and 9 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play, and it looks like both of our guys on the sideline have full signal bars up here in the booth, so feel free to chime in at any time here, guys.
Well, as I talked about in the beginning, Wilson here, this is 3rd touchdown on the game.
And that 2-point conversion falls just a little bit short, or 1-point conversion, excuse me. So with 2:09 to go here in the first quarter of play, it is the Trenton Tigers 19 and the Drake Anamoose Raiders 6 on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Trenton kicking off here, and they'll do a full kickoff instead of the onside kick that they tried on the last 2 attempts. 1 for 2 on onside attempt kicks so far. Once again, 19-6 here in favor of the Trenton Tigers. And what's Drake Anamoose got to do to kind of get back into this game here on this what could potentially be the final drive of the first quarter?
Well, Mike, all they really got to do is run their offense. And 6-man, there's going to be a lot of points scored on the board. So they just got to get a touchdown. That's all they got to do. They're right in this.
I absolutely agree with that. They'll break the huddle. Once again, John Bossert is the starting, or check that. Yeah, he is the quarterback. And that is Bossert, and he will run it over the 30-yard line to about the 31, 32. Oh, actually, it'll be a little short of the 30 at about the 29-yard line there. So that'll bring up second down, and we'll call it 2nd and 10. Pick up a 5 there on that play by Bossert, the sophomore.
Well, you can see the coach has a lot of trust in Bossert to run these run-pass options for him, and he executes the offense perfectly.
Snap and the pitch back to Bossert, and he's surveying the field. He's going to be chased a little bit there. He's under pressure a little bit, and now he fires, and it's caught on the far sideline over the 30-yard line with the reception. There's Dallas Brandt.
Well, Brandt's having, again, a nice game. You know, you try to focus on and Nicholson, and all of a sudden Brandt's there left open. Bossert usually can find him in trouble.
Well, now they're over midfield here, and the Raiders, with the clock running at 1:35 and counting, will have a couple more plays here to try and crack that goal line and get 6 more points on the board. And now Bossert will get it right at midfield. He'll survey and he'll fire. And it's tipped, and the intended receiver there was Elijah Nicholson. And a nice defensive play there by the Tigers, because if that ball was not tipped, Nicholson was in the end zone for 6. Would you agree?
Oh, I absolutely agree, Mike. And here's the wind right now is blowing right in the face of Drake Anamoose. So this passing game could pick up when they go to the other side of the field.
That's a great observation. I did not even know it was windy until you said that, Phil.
It's very windy.
Well, we're on top of a hill here, so it's going to be windier than normal.
Bossert will get it again. Looks like he's going to keep it and run it. And he's out of bounds at about the, let's see here, the 30 minus 10 is 20, so at about the 24-yard line. Okay, they'll spot it at the 26, actually. Well, other than the wind, it's pretty sunny out right now. I think it's in the mid-40s at the moment. And even though it is a little bit chilly, it certainly doesn't feel like a cold fall day.
It's football weather, Mike.
Yeah, there we go. I meant to say it doesn't. Like, with your eyes, it doesn't look like a cold fall day. It looks like it's 80 degrees out there, but it's not. So
I could only wish.
Yeah.
That's offsides against the Tigers here. Drake's going to get 5 yards.
Bossert will receive it, and he's looking to the near sideline, now over the middle of the field, and he's got a man, and that man is Mason Leamer. And he's inside the 10-yard line to about the 8.
You know, with all the players being eligible on the 6-man field, sometimes a lineman center can just find a little niche in the defense and pick up a quick 8 to 10 yards. Exactly what he did right there.
And they have about 49 seconds and counting here in the first quarter to try and crack the end zone and trim away that deficit right now. So they'll pitch it back to Bossert. Bossert thought about it, didn't pull the trigger. He'll keep it himself, and he's out of bounds. I'll bring up second down. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage for sure, but I'm not sure if he got much more than that. Second and goal now for the Drake Anamoose Raiders.
Mike, look at the ball there rolling on the field after they put it down. That just goes to show you how much wind is out here.
Wow, that is incredible.
Especially when you get to the more open areas of the field there where the end zones are.
Snap in the pitch, and Bosa will pass, and he's got his man in the end zone for a touchdown. On the touchdown reception was Eric Martin, the junior, and Drake Anamoose has now scored to make it 19-12, and that will leave us with 24 seconds on the first quarter clock.
And Martin is their touchdown leader on the season, so he's dangerous.
So we'll see. They went for a kick earlier. Looks like they're going to go for a kick again. Their last kick was partially blocked, and we'll see if they can get this one through. If it does go through, it's worth 2 points. Kick is up, and it's going to be a little bit short, and also off to the right a little bit.
Yeah, that one was blocked there. Someone on the line did get a hand on it.
So that's two back-to-back block extra point attempt kicks. Once again, I'm still trying to get used to the switch between the 1 point and 2 point conversions here on six-man football. Even though I've done about 4 or 5 games, you'd think I'd be used to it by now, but nope, not yet, I guess. So we'll take a timeout. We'll be back here in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, we are back live, and the kickoff will 21. Is it 21 or 27? The sun's shining. I can't quite see it.
21 seconds remaining there, Mike.
21 seconds remaining on the clock here in the first quarter, and a total of 31 points have been scored here in this first quarter of play. 19-12 in favor of the Trenton Tigers. They come into this 5 wins, 3 losses. And he just has a man to beat, and he circles around one. How about that? The extra effort gains the Trenton Tigers a good 10 extra yards on that play, and they'll wave it dead on forward progress. Nice job there by Weston Inno.
And that got the sideline and the crowd into it, Mike. The spin, and still gets 15 yards. Throws in some power, too, at the end. Incredible run there by Eno.
And that will do it for the first quarter of play. It is 19-12 in favor of the Trenton Tigers here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network after 1 quarter. It's been a fun one. Mike Mason alongside Phil and Grady on the sideline. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. We're live here for the start of the second quarter of play, and a fantastic run to end that first quarter there by Weston Inno. Got a spin move and picked up an extra 12 to 15 yards after the spin. The crowd started cheering as Phil made that comment as we went into the break there, and now the two teams will switch ends of the field here, and it's first down and goal from the 14-yard line. They'll hand it off, and he is going to break the tackle and into the end zone for the touchdown. And on the carry there is Vincent Wana.
Well, you can see the Tigers have some ball carriers. That's the third one there that we've seen making some good yardage and rewarded with the touchdown.
So Vincent Wana will get some high fives from his teammates there, and now Trenton will set up for the point after attempt. And they'll pitch it. He dropped the pitch, and had he not dropped that, he may have been in the end zone. He may still be in it anyway, and a nice recovery there. And on the run for the one extra point there was Jaden Wilson.
Well, you just see how quick he is right there, Mike. Able to turn a fumble into a point. There's not a lot of people in the game that could have done that.
I'll stop the clock with 9:54 to go here, and we'll have another kickoff coming up here in a few moments. Once again, Mike Mason alongside Phil and Grady on the sidelines here, and it's our first attempt at a sideline thing, and we had a little bit of struggles in the early part of that first quarter, but things seem to be running a little bit smoothly now, and hey, if we can get it to run smoothly, we'll continue to do it in future games. So it's been fun so far. And Phil and Grady, with all the slight changes that we have to get used to, the 10-yard differences on the field, working a wireless system on the first broadcast of the year, doing a wireless system, I would say that I'd rate this a 9 out of 10 experience. So,
all right, thanks, Mike. It's sure fun to be on the sideline. We're looking forward to this game and the next game too.
Yeah, don't forget, coming up, scheduled for 4 o'clock kickoff is the 6-man championship game between the North Border Eagles and the Center Stanton Wildcats. Those two teams met earlier this season in Center, and that one went in favor of the Eagles. So we'll see if the Wildcats have some tricks up their sleeve to get one back here on the Eagles, or if the Eagles will sweep the series meetings. More on that here as that game gets a little bit closer, but Drake Anamoose will fall on this one here at about the 20-yard line, and that's where the Trenton Tigers will take over with a 26-12 lead. Check that. Raiders will take over. My apologies.
Well, Mike, the Raiders did good the last time with the ball scoring like they needed to. Again, still only down 14 points. It's still anybody's ball game. They just need to keep playing their offense.
Yeah, a score here on this drive. I had said they got to keep it within one possession. If this gets to like a 3 or 4 possession game as we get into the third quarter, it might be too little too late here for Drake Anamoose. But right now, as you said, Phil, they're still in this game. And that long pass was intended for Elijah Nicholson. It'll fall incomplete, and that'll stop the clock here with 9:46 to go in the second quarter of play, and it'll bring up second down and 15 here for Drake Anamoose.
And, Mike, I did mention the wind earlier. I think you can see with that pass, nice bullet pass that Bossert had there, able to get more distance than he did in the first quarter. So I expect to see more air yardage in the second quarter.
You mentioned it when they were going the other way. They had the issues with the wind, and now the wind seems to be assisting them a little bit, maybe assisting them a little too much. Have to make that minor adjustment in the passing game, and they'll pitch it back to Bossert, and Bossert will run it, and he will get by one player, but he will not get by Nate Norby there as Nate Norby takes him down, and now flag comes in.
Mike, that's a face mask penalty.
Face mask penalty, 15 yards, I believe. And that will more than likely give the Raiders a first down. Oh, no, it'll be a little shy of a first down. It'll be second down and about 6.
And, Mike, that's only the 5-yard variety face mask as opposed to the 15.
I am learning here today. And that's why we got those guys down on the sideline, because they know more about 6-man than I do. They've been doing it for one season for North Border, I believe. They played 9-man last year. And then, but all these other teams have been in the 6-man league for at least 2 or more years. So a third down now after an incomplete pass. Third down and 6. The ball placed at the 29-yard line.
Mike, no matter what, it almost seems this is going to be 4-down territory. We haven't seen a punt yet this game, and I don't expect that we'll see one anytime soon.
9:23 to go, 26-12 on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. And the pitch back to Bossert, and Bossert will survey and do a short little screen pass there into the hands of Dallas Brandt. Brandt kind of muscles his way forward towards midfield. Clock will continue to roll as he's going to be marked down there at the 37-yard line, it appears.
Well, you can see Brandt there. He's continuing to make big progress in this offense, one of their main cogs.
So a slow break of the huddle here for Drake Anamoose as the clock continues to tick. 9:10 to go here in the second quarter of play. And Bossert will get the pitch, and he will keep it, at least for the moment. Once again, he can pass it before he passes that line of scrimmage, but after that, it's just like any other football game. You cannot pass it after you cross the line of scrimmage. Which, go ahead, Phil.
Drake does run the run-pass option almost every play, but that time was clearly a design run. He had no intention of throwing the ball once he got it.
Bossert, we'll see what kind of play they come out with today, or on this particular play. 26-12 in favor of the Tigers with 9:01 to go here in the second quarter of play. They'll pitch it back to Bossert, and Bossert's looking to pass this time, and he's going down the middle and long, and it's just through the fingertips there of Elijah Nicholson.
Oh, Nicholson shaking his head a little bit there. He wanted that one, and honestly, it was a great pass, and he probably should have been able to bring that one in.
He was covered well, but like you said, Phil, it looked like he had every opportunity to complete that pass, and it just slipped through his fingertips. So that'll bring up 3rd down and 13 here for the Drake Anamoose Raiders. 26-12 in favor of the Tigers on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Our first of 2 games today. And a total of 3 games on magnitudes. We have an 11B first-round game between the Kindred Vikings and Thompson Tommies. More on that one here in a little bit as Bossert has it again, and he dropped it, but out of bounds, so stay. And now a flag, and I have a feeling this is going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. It looked like there that Caden Hoole maybe said something out of frustration that he didn't want, that he shouldn't have possibly.
Mike, it's going to be a late hit. The official's going to call. And I guess I sympathize with the Trenton fans here and Coach St. Pierre for the Tigers. It's very difficult to tell what's the sideline and what's the field of play here with just that one single strip on the sideline. Mm-hmm. And Bossert, or the ball carrier, was kind of attempting to make a move there at the end. So that's just a tough call.
Yeah, that's I never even thought about that until you mentioned it there, Phil. And yeah, I have to agree with you there. That's an unfortunate end result of that penalty there. I mean, in theory, the right call was made, because if that had been on the real sideline, then there would be no argument over that. But sometimes you forget that sideline's pushed in a little bit. So
yeah, and there was no malice from the Trenton defender. Absolutely not.
So 4th down and short, about 4th and 1 here. And they're going to try and pick up that first down by running it, and he's going to do so successfully. At least I believe it's successfully. Yep, and they will move the chains. On the carry there was Eric Martin, the junior running back for the Raiders.
Well, in that situation, they're going to get the ball in their fastest player's hands. So they get the ball to Martin, goes right off the sideline for the first down.
So the ball will be placed just outside the 20 at about the 22-yard line. So it'll be first down and 15. As they'll have to get it down to about the 7-yard line for another first down. They'll pitch it back here, and once again, that's Martin with the ball. And Martin looking to pass. He's got a man open, and it's caught there that's Dallas Brandt. And Brandt's inside the 10-yard line to about the 9, a couple shy of the first down.
Well, they're trying something different here with Martin being in the backfield and throwing the football. So I don't know if they see something or just trying to bring a different wrinkle to the game.
Yeah, I think a different wrinkle might be working there for Drake Anamoose. I know it's throwing me off after seeing Bossert back there for the up until the last couple plays, but.
Well, and this is the 4th game that we've seen Drake Anamoose play. Martin, Nicholson, and Bossert have all thrown the ball multiple times each game.
So now they'll line up here with a 2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 3. And they'll pitch it back to Martin again, and Martin will keep it. And Martin will have a chance, and I think he made it in, and he did. And that's a touchdown for the Drake Anamoose Raiders, and that makes it 26-18 on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard with 8:19 to go here in the second quarter.
Well, you can see Martin there hiding behind his blockers. Very nice, like Barry Sanders from the 90s NFL Detroit Lions. Looked very good there.
Lions could use a guy like him. They could use a lot of guys, couldn't they?
Yeah, that's right.
They'll try for the kick and 2 points again, and this one is good. So 2 points makes it 26-20, and as you mentioned on a couple of occasions, Phil, the Raiders are not out of this yet.
Well, and their 2-point conversions will keep them in any game. They're the best team in six-man football with the point after kicks.
That will bring us to a break. We'll take a timeout. Be back in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back. 26-20. Tigers in front here. The Drake Anamoose Raiders in the third place game of the North Dakota six-man football division, and now Drake Anamoose will reset the ball on the tee. And as if you're just joining us, our sideline reporters have noticed that the wind has affected the ball when there's nobody within a couple feet of it here, and you just saw evidence of that here on the setup for the kickoff. It's time to get it off successfully, and it'll be snagged there and brought over midfield, and he'll charge his way. Actually, now he'll be at midfield, and on the return there for the Trenton Tigers was Vincent Wana.
Hey, this is Mike. This is where Drake Anamoose just needs to get a stop. They're only down 6 points right now.
Well, earlier on in the season here, Drake Anamoose would fall 46-33 to the Trenton Tigers. And this looking to be a similar game at the moment here. It's been a tight one, and Trenton got a couple scores in that game that would give them that slight advantage. But right now, neither team has the advantage. Would you agree with that?
Oh, yeah, this is a back-and-forth battle here. Almost going to be whoever has the ball last.
Yeah, I have a feeling that's going to be a lot like that game that you and Grady called back on October 8th between Midway Minto and Drake Anamoose, where the final score came in the last 30 seconds, if I believe that's correct.
Yeah, that is correct. And, of course, here maybe a team that turns the ball over. Right now, we haven't had too many turnovers.
Jaden Wilson on the carry there, over midfield to the 30-yard line. Actually, they'll mark it down closer to the 33. So third down, we'll call it 3rd and 7, as he picks up about 7 or 8 on that carry. 26-20 in favor of Trenton, looking to extend that lead here. If Drake Anamoose can get a stop and get the ball back, that'd put the Tigers' backs up against the wall for sure.
Mike, this is going to be 4th down and short.
4th down and short, and like I said, just in that last play, Drake Anamoose needs a big stop here, and we'll see if they can get it or not.
This is where I expect Trenton to use their size advantage over Drake Anamoose to run something up the middle quick.
Well, coming in from the sideline is Nate Norby, the junior quarterback. Gets the play from the coach. Now he'll share it with his teammates, and they'll break the huddle and come up to the line of scrimmage here. And they will hand it off, and he's got the first down, or maybe, yep, he does. Just got it by about a half a yard, but it was a good defensive effort there by Drake Anamoose, but that's a tough situation to be in.
Well, in six-man football, a 1-yard gain is almost the equivalent of a 5-yard loss in the 11-man version of football. So they did a great job to limit him to just getting 1 yard. Unfortunately, it's a first down.
1st and 15. They will have to get to the 9-yard line for another first down. So once again, Drake Anamoose will see if they can, if their defense can step it up here and get the ball back or not. But right now, the Tigers are threatening to knock on the door here for another score. He'll fake the handoff, and he'll keep it himself, cut outside the numbers to the near sideline, and once again, outside the numbers would be also out of bounds here.
Number 24, Dallas Brown. Short game, 2nd and 14.
So another nice defensive play there as, once again, they only gain about a yard on it. 2nd and 14. We'll see if they can hold the Tigers to a couple more 1-yard gains or not. And that one's going to be a little bit more than 1, and it might be 6, and it will be 6. And taking it into the end zone is Jaden Wilson for yet another touchdown, and that increases the Tiger lead.
Well, Wilson made that one look easy there, Mike. Just had some good blockers and good scheme design for easy touchdown.
32-20 now. The Tigers lead with 6:09 to go here in the second quarter of play. 52 points scored in this game, and we're not even to halftime yet. That is, I'd say out of every 10 six-man games you go to, you're going to see that in at least 5 of 6 of them. They'll go for the 1-point conversion here, and that one is caught. It's caught there by Caden Houle for the 1-point conversion and makes it 33-20 in favor of the Trenton Tigers. We'll take a timeout. Your kickoff coming up here in about 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. We'll be right back.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
All right, welcome back. Trenton kicking off here, and there'll be a squid kick here that rolls out of bounds, or did it roll out of bounds? Did he touch it first, or?
It was touched first, and then the ball did continue to go out of bounds.
Okay, so no flag on the play then, because since it was touched first, correct?
That is correct.
Right.
Yes, Mike, correct.
Just making 100% sure.
He just barely grazed it. It wasn't a great contact, but it was still contact.
So I'll set the ball up here at the 31-yard line, 1st and 15 for the Drake Anamoose Raiders. Moving from left to right, as you see it on your screen. They are trailing 33-20 here with 6:09 to go in the second quarter of play. And once again, let's see here. They'll get that pass complete. That was Eric Martin with the pass, and on the reception on the other side of that was
Bossert there.
Bossert. So they're just flip-flopping.
A little bit of a role change for them, but they look like they've been doing it all year long, so it's working for them.
33-20 as the clock continues to tick here. Just inside 6 minutes to go, 5:59.
You know, and honestly, I think Drake is going to be okay running a little bit more ground control offense here, running some clock down. I do not think they want to get this into a shootout like it is.
Martin looks, and now he will fire it downfield, and jumping up in the air and not able to grab it was, I believe it was Warren Plute. And the PA announcer will confirm that it was Warren Plute. The intended.
Well, Mike, and that was almost a reception and an interception at the same time, but it's going to go down as an incompletion.
I'll stop the clock with 5:52 to go here in the second quarter of play. Martin will keep it. He'll escape one tackle in the backfield, escapes a second one, moves over midfield, and he's got a little bit of a hole there, but he couldn't quite get to the hole as dragging him down for the Trenton Tigers was I believe it was Jaden Wilson, but I'm not sure if I can get that confirmed or not.
It's number 5 there, Mike. I don't know his name, though.
Vincent Wana. Vincent Wana, then.
Yep. Well, that's a great open field tackle by Wana there, because Martin had already made 2 defenders miss.
They'll pitch it back to Martin, and here comes a rush. Wait, no, Bosert's back there again now, and Bosert gets it complete, and up to close to the 10-yard line there is Mason Lemmer.
Oh, the big fella, he loves that. Gets a nice completion, then he hits the Trenton defender as he goes out of bounds, too. Gets a little lick in on him.
Instead of a stiff arm, it's a stiff shoulder. So the Raiders will break the huddle here as they're knocking on the door, looking to score again. Inside the 15-yard line. They'll pitch it back. Bosert looking to pass. He fires. He's got his man. And he'll cut inside of the end zone, and that is a touchdown. And on the reception is Dallas Brent, and he will score. And now the Raiders chip into that Tiger lead.
Well, you know, they might be able to catch up here with Trenton just by kicking these 2-point conversions here.
33-26, and a 2-point conversion successful here would make it a 5-point game, and that one was nearly blocked, but he didn't get it through. Looked like from up here in the booth that he may have gotten over the crossbar, but it must have been a little bit low.
It was wide left there, Mike. He had the distance there and just by inches missed the field goal, the up post.
So extra point is no good, and the Raiders will remain at 26 here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Tigers 33, Raiders 26 with 4:55 to go. We got a timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
All right, welcome back live here to Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, North Dakota. We're watching the third place matchup here on the 6-man division of North Dakota football. It's the Trenton Tigers leading right now, 33-26 with 4:55 to go as Drake Anamoose just scored, and they'll set up to kick off here if the wind cooperates. And it looks like the wind will cooperate here. They try the onside kick, and it'll be scooped up right at midfield, and he'll advance forward about 9 yards on the return there. Nice job and nice concentration there by Caden Houle. So 1st and 15. And that one will be dropped.
Well, the first play started off just as Drake Anamoose needed. Gets a big loss here. We're going to bring up 2nd down and 19.
Mason Lemire, Bossert, Grant all in on the stop. 2nd and long for the Tigers.
All right. And an emergency plug-in up here in the booth, but we're good now. We will not lose the broadcast. We almost lost the battery power on our internet. So to catch up, it looks like it's 2nd down, and that pitch will go to Jaden Wilson. He'll get back, pick up about 3, but he'll still be shy. It'll be 3rd down and 16 approximately here for the Tigers. 3:48 and counting on the clock here as the Tigers huddle up.
This is a big third down here, Mike. This could bring up a punting situation if it ends up being 3rd and 15 or more. You never know.
The Raiders would love to get the ball back here without the Tigers scoring, but last time we said that, they would break through with a run and score and keep that 2-possession advantage on the scoreboard. And once again, the Raiders defense just needs one stop and then a score to follow to kind of make things nervous again for Trenton. But right now, Trenton's sitting, if you're a Trenton fan, you're probably slightly comfortable at the moment, but maybe not fully comfortable. So the one receiver set here, and there'll be a double handoff. And now the ball is stripped away, and it's picked up again there by Eno. Weston Eno had the ball stripped from him, and now he's showing a little frustration as he pounds the ball into the 31-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think he wanted a big play there, but the fumble there prevented anything major from happening. That's going to be a timeout for Trenton here.
So the timeout will stop the clock with 2:35 to go. 33-26 in favor of the Tigers. With that timeout, we'll take one as well. And we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. Coming out of the Trenton timeout, it is 4th down and 16. And if they don't get the first down here, Drake's going to get the ball back, and they got a nice run. And he's going to be very close to that first down, depending on where they spot it. It might be just a little bit short. It might be enough, and it is enough. Just barely enough, though. It was right on the spot.
It was one of those that Trenton said they got it, and Drake said they didn't get it.
And,
but the officials broke the tie.
So the team in blue gets a big play on 4th and 16. And now Drake's, the Raiders, they have a challenge, and they will fail that challenge on this particular instance there as Vincent Wana takes it in for another touchdown for the Tigers.
There's a flag there, Mike. I think it might be a face mask. This touchdown will still be good.
So it looks like the flag is on Drake Anamoose, and that will decline the penalty, and the touchdown will be good. So that makes it 39-26 now here in favor of the Trenton Tigers. And they'll set up for what appears to be a 1-point conversion. We'll find out momentarily. They'll pitch it there into the hands of Weston Eno, and Eno powers way, and no, he was out of bounds before he crossed the line, and the 1-point conversion will fail. So 39-26 with 2:04 to go here in the first half of play. We'll take another timeout. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back as we're getting ready to kick off here. And that will be initially received there by Bossert, and Bossert will pitch it off into the hands of Eric Martin, and Martin will be brought down at about the 30-yard line. Coming up at halftime here, just shy of 2 minutes away, we'll talk to the coach of the Drake Anamoose Raiders, and then a little bit later in halftime, we'll talk to the Trenton Tigers coach as well here. When this game does go to half, we'll take a 60-second timeout, and then we'll come back with that coach interview. Or 90 if they need a little bit more time to grab them. Bossert back in the quarterback position, launches a long pass, and it's intended there for Elijah Nicholson at about the 20, but overthrew him by a couple of yards.
Well, they just have not been able to get any of their deep passes to connect. None of their deep passes have connected, Mike. They've tried a lot, but nothing's been able to be successful.
And you have to think if even just, I think they've missed on 4 or 5 long passes now. If they would have connected on just 2 of those, they might have an extra 12 points on the board. They'll try it again here. See how deep Bossert's looking to go. Not deep at all that time. He gets it to Martin, and Martin's dropped almost instantly there by Caden Houle.
Oh, Houle did a good job just to stay on his man and bring him down once he got the ball. Excellent play by Houle.
So I'll bring up third down, and we'll call it 3rd and 16.
Now this is a pressure situation. Drake Anamoose needs to get a touchdown here to close out this half.
With 1:13 and counting, you probably look at that first down and 2 plays if possible, and then you got to start thinking touchdown at that point. And there's going to be a flag here, and it is going to be on Trenton. I thought the Raiders jumped first, but referee just pointed in the direction of blue.
Offsides indicated against the Tigers.
So that'll give them a few yards of breathing room here on 3rd down, bring the 3rd and 16 to 3rd and 11. And that'll also temporarily start the clock as the clock restarts now and ticks inside a minute to go. Bossert surveying the field, and he's pressuring the backfield, and you get ankle tackled there as he falls forward over the 25. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like they're going to spot it at the 27-yard line. Clock continues to roll, 37, 36, 35, and counting.
A spectacular shoestring tackle there.
I believe it was Houle on the tackle, if I remember correctly. And Bossert a little bit frustrated about that as the clock continues to tick, and I have a suspicion that they're not going to get another play in here before the halftime mark, and that appears to be the case as the Raiders appear to be walking to the sideline. And now,
Mike, they're going to call timeout here with 6 seconds left. They're going to run one play here, hope to get a touchdown.
Well, this should be an entertaining play coming up. Instead of taking a break, we'll keep it here.
Of course, the wind, again, is in Drake Anamoose's favor, but I'm expecting there to be some kind of pitchback type play, little trickery towards the line of scrimmage, and see if the offense can run for a first down.
Grady, to put you on the spot here, what play would you call here in this timeout for the Raiders?
You know, honestly, just looking at the time that they have, I would probably just send a deep pass, just go for it.
Sounds good. We'll see what they do here. Once again, 6 seconds on the clock here before halftime. So, barring a penalty, this will more than likely be the final play of the first half. They'll pitch it back. Bossert has it. He's looking downfield. They will not pressure him, and he will fire it downfield, and it's tipped and intercepted. On the play there is Jaden Wilson, and that's not how the Raiders wanted the first half to come to a conclusion, but that will bring the clock to zeros, and we officially reach halftime now.
Mike, there's a flag on the play here, but I can't tell who it's on.
Let's keep it here and see.
Oh, it's on the offense, Mike. This will be declined. We'll go to halftime here.
All right, we will put up the halftime graphic after all. 39-26, and the Trenton Tigers have the lead here at the halftime break. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back with the coach interview here in about 30 or 60 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life. Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. It is 39-26 here at halftime of the third place game between the Trenton Tigers and the Drake Anamoose Raiders. Mike Mason alongside Grady and Phil, who are both on the sideline. And let's send it to Phil right now as he's with one of the coaches. Phil, who are you with?
Hey, we're with Coach Randy St. Pierre from the Trenton Tigers. Coach, you have to be pretty happy up at halftime, don't you?
Yeah, I guess we're up 13. We got off to a slow start. Our defense was really slow getting started. Our offense, we moved the ball quite well to start with. We sort of switched some stuff up on defense, and I think we're starting to figure out a little bit. They're passing a lot more than we expected them to. But kids are playing hard. That's all I can ask for, and they're having fun.
Okay, and can you tell us what kind of adjustments do you plan to make in the second half?
Well, as far as on the defensive side, we've shifted a few guys around, and that's about all we needed to do. Get a little better matchups.
Well, yeah, and Wilson sure had a ball game for you so far, hasn't he?
Yeah, he runs. When he runs hard, he's pretty tough to stop. He's got a couple guys in front of him that are doing some pretty good blocking too.
Yeah, okay. Well, excellent half there, Coach, and good luck to you in the second half.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks a lot, Phil. Chatting there with Mark St. Pierre, the head coach for the Trenton Tigers. And once again, we are at halftime, a 39-26 lead for the Trenton Tigers over the Drake Anamoose Raiders. This has been a good one. I would encourage you to not go anywhere, as this one could have a completely different story in the second half. We'll have to find out. We are about 6.5 minutes away from that second half kickoff. We'll take another break. Come back with more of your halftime show here in a moment on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though?
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice?
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
All right, welcome back. 39-26 here at halftime. We're about 6 minutes away from the start of the second half. Once again, coming up here in the second matchup of the day, it's the six-man championship game between the 6-0 North Border Eagles and the 5-1 Center Stanton Wildcats. We did make an opportunity to chat with the Drake Anamoose coach, but he would scoot off the field rather quickly, and we'll see if we can catch up with him later. But if he doesn't want to talk to us, no hard feelings. We certainly appreciate the fact that we can just be here today to broadcast these two games on a sunny but chilly day here in Minot, North Dakota, as we are currently looking at 50 degrees. So not, I guess the reason why it's mostly chilly is because of the fact that it's windy out there. But sunny and 50 degrees, and then a chance of some snowflakes on Sunday. So we got this game in just at the right time here on a Saturday. So we'll turn it, Phil and Grady down on the sidelines here. Your thoughts on the first half and what these two teams need to do moving into the second half?
Well, Mike, I think it's obvious Drake is going to have to find a way to stop Trenton. Going to need a couple stops, big stops in the second half, whether they come on turnover on downs, punts, or some kind of interception or fumble. They're going to need to find a way to stop Trenton from scoring. Drake has run a good offense, but right now it's their defense that needs to come up with some plays in the second half.
Absolutely agree with that here. Once again, we were talking during that second quarter about that 3-possession advantage, and right now the Trenton Tigers are down, the Drake Anamoose Raiders are down by 13, so it's still a 2-possession advantage for Trenton. But once again, if Drake Anamoose can keep it at a 2-possession or less advantage for Trenton, they might have a chance to be in this one at the end. I think it's going to be a pretty entertaining second half. Would you agree?
Oh, absolutely. Drake is not afraid of this Trenton team. They played a close game earlier this year. Anything can happen here. This is a football game.
Well, you can see on the back side of the end zone there, I believe that's the North Border Eagles. Let's look, and yep, it sure is the North Border Eagles. They are warming up for their championship game, which will come up here after the conclusion of this third-place game, about 4 minutes away. So what we'll do is we'll take another timeout, and we'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
There's no question that yield is at the core of everything we do at Stein. It's why we are here today, and it's what will continue to propel us and our growers into the future of agriculture. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans provide a significant dollar per acre yield benefit, plus access to the best weed control in the industry. That is yield plus results. Yield expected, yield delivered. Stein Enlist E3 soybeans have yield.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back. 39-26 in favor of the Trenton Tigers. And Drake Anamoose coming back onto the field now. And an update from our other game on Magnitude Sports right now. It's a close one in Kindred. The Kindred Vikings leading the Thompson Tommies 30-28. And it looks like... Let's see here. I'm trying to figure out who has the ball right now. Looks like Kindred has the ball with a 2-point lead late in the fourth quarter, so we'll see if the Thompson Tommies can do something there to get the ball back. But, yeah, I don't know if anybody expected that game to be that close. That's looks like a really exciting game. I'll have to rewatch that one when I get home. Of course, this one hasn't failed to produce any excitement itself. Once again, just a few drop passes for Drake Anamoose, and if a couple of those were caught, this could potentially be a tie game. But as it sits here at halftime, 39-26, and I'd suspect that what do we have? 59, 60, 65 points scored. We might see another 65 points scored here in the second half. This should be an entertaining one as we roll into the opening kickoff. They have put 10 minutes on the clock as we get ready to go into the third quarter. Phil, your final thoughts moving into the second half here.
Well, I talked about Drake Anamoose stopping Trenton. They're going to get a chance to do it right now because Trenton will be receiving this second half kickoff.
So this is a big possession of the game there. And that one will be picked up at the 30, and he almost broke loose there, but right around midfield, he'll meet up with 3 white jerseys, and he'll be brought down for the start of the drive there for Trenton, just over midfield on the Drake Anamoose side of the 50 or the 40.
Well, they're missing a game ball here. It's coming to the field a little bit late here.
They'll finally get one out there, and it looks like they'll place it at the 38-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Tigers, and a nice defensive play, and that ball pops loose, and I believe it's going to be marked down on contact. No fumble on the play.
That was a fantastic defensive That was a fantastic defensive play by, I believe that was Dallas Brandt.
And you are correct, Grady. It was Dallas Brandt.
I don't know if you could just hear me there.
Yep, I can. Loud and clear.
That's good. That's good.
No, but as Grady mentioned, a fantastic defensive play there, and that sets up second down and about 18. And now with the ball, I have the wrong roster in front of me there, but I believe that is number Jaden Wilson, and he's had a handful of touchdowns, and he's still on his feet. And I'm not exactly sure how, but he's finally dragged down there at the 10-yard line by that jersey number is not on my roster. I'm not sure who that is.
Eric Martin.
Oh, it's 43 and not 40. I thought it was 40. So Eric Martin drags him down at about the 10-yard line there. And, you know, how he escaped those tackles, he should have been brought down about 15, 20 yards ago. But not the case there as Jaden Wilson continues to power his team down the field.
Well, he has an uncanny ability to escape tackles.
And he's proven that right there. And, well, there will be no escaping that tackle there for Weston Eno. Wasn't really a tackle. It was more of a, hey, let me grab you and you're not moving. 39-26 in favor of the Tigers here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Update from Kindred. It is still 30-28. Kindred has the ball on the Thompson-Tommy 40-yard line. They're driving. Keep you updated on that game as it nears an end there. It's in the final moments of the fourth quarter. I know that much for sure. And that'll be another pitch. Wilson has it, and Wilson will be brought down as Eric Martin will grab his two shoes. And a nice show of sportsmanship there from Martin after tackling him. He offers him a hand to get up. Looks like he might be stumbling a little bit there.
He came down hard there, Mike. I think they're going to have to take him out for just a few plays at least while he adjusts to whatever's troubling him.
Yeah, he grabbed him right around the ankles on that tackle there, and as you mentioned, kind of fell forward really quick. So he'll come out, get a breather. They'll make sure that he's okay. And now with the ball, looking to pass, looking to run, and now he'll decide to run. And a flag comes in on the play. That is Weston Eno with the ball. He's close to the end zone, but once again, there's a flag. They do mark it as a touchdown. Now we'll see what the flag's about.
That's holding on the offense there, Mike. This ball's going to go back. It's going to be third, and it's a spot fall, so I'm not sure where it's going to end up.
Well, we'll find out momentarily here. Looks like they're going to spot it at about the 16-yard line, possibly. Yep, 16-yard line. And they will send it back there to Eno. Eno surveying the field, and he's still looking to pass. And now he'll have to take off running. He won't have much choice. That was dangerously close to a horse collar tackle there as he's brought down to the 20, but no flag on the play, so must have got him just below that neckline, and that's where the play will come to a stop.
Well, here it is. This is Drake Anamoose's chance to get a big play here. Can open up the ball game if they get a stop here on 4th and 10.
Fourth down and 4th and 10. 4th and goal from the 10. There we go. Third quarter of play, 6:07 to go. Sorry, Grady. Okay. And that one is caught for a touchdown. Caden Houle will make the reception. It's a 10-yard touchdown throw, and now the Tigers take that 3-possession lead that we were talking about in that first half.
Well, if that touchdown pass is any indication, Wilson is healthy as he returned to the game on 4th down.
45-26 now, and the Tigers will line up for the point after attempt. And they'll toss it, and that pass will fall incomplete. And the intended receiver there was Jordan Brown for the Tigers. So 45-26, the Tigers lead here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. We'll take a timeout, and we'll be back in just a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, third quarter of play here at Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot, 45-26 with 6:01 to go. And the Trenton Tigers looking to secure that third place trophy here in the North Dakota six-man division of football. And our other game on Magnitude is now in the post-game show. The Kindred Vikings hold on for a 30-28 win over the Thompson Tommies. So the Tommies season will come to a conclusion, and Kindred will play the winner of Langdon, and I'm drawing a blank on who Langdon's opponent was. But Kindred will have a home game next Saturday, and that game will be live here on Magnitude Sports. It'll be the quarterfinal round game for the Kindred Vikings versus an opponent to be determined. Right now we have exactly 6 minutes to go here in the third quarter of play. The 4-seed Thompson Tommies fall just 2 points shy of the number 2-seeded team out of the bracket, and the 1-seeded team out of the Southeast region is Eric Martin for the Raiders. Brings it up over midfield to about the 35-yard line, maybe the 36, depending on where they spot it. But wherever they spot it, I think it's going to be good for a first down, and it will be. Of course, the down marker showing second down right now. Is it first down or?
Yeah. Oh.
It's first down. The down marker, dial it down, is incorrect on the field.
That's what I thought. I just wanted to be sure. So now Bossert will toss it back to Martin. He'll toss it back to Bossert, and Bossert will be pushed out of bounds right around that 25-yard line. And now it's second down. Call it 2nd and 3 here as the ball is spotted at the, looks like the 24-yard line. 45-26. And Drake Anamoose here would love to get a score and bring it back to that 2-possession deficit. A nice job there by Martin, kind of pinballing his way around a few defenders and brings it inside the 20 to about the 18. And that should be good for a first down, and it is. So they can get one more first down at the 3-yard line.
And Mike, I'll tell you, just a clarification, Oaks is playing Langdon. Oaks is playing Langdon today, so the winner of that game will play Kindred.
There you go, and you're exactly right. I could see the bracket, but I didn't have it in front of me, so thank you, Phil, for that. I appreciate it. And this is going to be tossed into the hands of Dallas Brandt, and Brandt is out of bounds just inside the 10 at about the 9-yard line. So once again, as Phil mentioned, the winner of Oaks, the Oaks Tornadoes in the Langdon area, Edmore Munich Cardinals, the winner of that game will travel to Kindred to take on the Vikings next Saturday here on Magnitude Sports. So we'll update our schedule here as soon as we have a moment to do so. 45-26 with 4:36 to go here in the third quarter of play on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Drake Anamoose looking to score again. That one's batted down, and instead of batted down, he popped it back up and intercepted it. And a nice play there by Vincent Wana.
Actually looks it's number 9, Jaden Wilson.
Oh, Jaden, yep, you're right.
You're right, though. That was a fantastic play by the sophomore.
I thought he was to go all the way once he got it, but they tripped him up. But what an incredible block, and then the presence of mind to get his hands on the ball for the interception.
Yeah, I don't think he got tripped up. I think he just didn't expect it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. They'll hand it off, and I couldn't quite see him. Teammates were in the way. I couldn't see who was carrying the ball there.
24.
That would be Weston Eno. So Eno will move it up. It'll be second down and about second and 9 approximately. And there's a fumble. And
Drake Anamoose looks like they recovered it.
Looks like Eric Martin's the one who comes up with it, and it is Eric Martin. So Eric Martin picks up a fumble, and that's a big opportunity here for the Raiders, especially if they can convert, as they got good field position recovering that fumble on the 25-yard line. Once again, if you're just tuning in, they have to get to the 10-yard line for a touchdown. If you're not familiar with six-man football, it's played on an 80-yard field, and on this occasion, it's played on an 80-yard field on a 100-yard field, where every number on the field is a -10. So just keep that in mind. Bossert looking, he's being pressured there, and Bossert it'll be ruled incomplete. And Bossert a little slow to get up there, and looks like he will be okay. I'm going to guess he's going to come off, and they're going to check on him. He's doesn't appear to be okay. He appears to be walking it off, but
he might be okay in a few plays, but he's not okay for this next one.
Yeah, exactly. So the ball will be spotted at the 25-yard line, so a gain of nothing. It'll be second down and 15. They'll go with the 3-receiver set to the near side. Well, in all actuality, it's a 6-receiver set, but and Martin will escape a tackle in the backfield, and now he'll try and juke step around Vincent Wana, and he will do so successfully to pick up an extra yard or two on the run. And after all of that, they only gain about 2 yards on the play.
Yeah, Mike, I was going to say that's a lot of running for a 2-yard gain.
Yeah.
But, you never know. Anybody could spring somebody at any time. So you got to try something. 2 yards is better than nothing.
Looking on the sideline there, looks like can't tell if Bossert came back in or not.
Bossert is back in the game here at quarterback.
Looks like Bossert will line up to take the snap. And he'll hand it up, and it'll be passed there by Martin, and it's intercepted. And Newell brings it all the way back to the 30-yard line as he's tackled by Bossert. So after the fumble, a lost fumble by the Tigers, they get the ball right back, and it's as if nothing happened. They have good field position after that interception return.
Well, Mike, the second half here is where you can tell the depth of the Tigers is coming into play big time. What a great interception.
Yeah, it certainly has that feel that the Tigers have had the full momentum here in the third quarter so far, and Drake Anamoose hasn't been able to do too much. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication there, and that miscommunication will cost him some yards, as Vincent Wana will end up losing about 3, possibly 4. Second and 18, so there'll be a loss of 3 officially. He'll pitch it back, and he'll look to throw. And he's going to the end zone, and he just overthrows the intended receiver there, Caden Houle.
That's where the wind kind of comes into play here. Just as he threw that ball, a huge gust of wind just came into that direction. So had the wind not come in, I feel like that could have been just a perfect pass, but sadly not the case.
That's exactly right, and that'll bring up third down and 18 on the incomplete pass, and that will stop the clock with 2 minutes and a second to go here in the third quarter of play, and in the second half, it's been 80% Tigers. And we'll see if they can keep it going or not. So with the ball is Wilson. Wilson escapes one would-be tackler at the sideline, cuts to the middle of the field, and escapes another would-be tackler. And now he's got a great block, and he's going to go into the end zone. That was a great block there from Caden Hoole, and that allows Jaden Wilson to go to the end zone, and that is going to increase the lead here to 51-26 with 1:43 to go in the third quarter.
Coach St. Pierre said it at halftime. Jaden has a lot of good guys up in front blocking for him, and that time he showed it.
So now, if the Raiders do score, they're going to need more touchdowns than the 2-point kick attempts moving forward here in this game, as this one's starting to escape them a little bit. They'll hand it off there. Wilson he's dropped short of the end zone, so the point after attempt will be no good, and it will remain 51-26 with 1:43 to go here in the third quarter on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. The Tigers have the lead in the third place game. We'll be back in a moment here on Magnitude Sports.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank. And now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back. Minute 43 to go, and Trenton has increased their lead to 51-26 here in the third quarter of play in the third place game. North Dakota six-man football live at here on Magnitude Sports at Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot. It's the first time that I personally have been to the stadium, and it's a really nice stadium there. Minot High Magicians play football and soccer at this stadium.
Now that's the second time the ball has fallen off the tee here, so the wind definitely is a factor. It's going to be very tough for Drake Anamoose to come back with that being such an issue.
And I'm surprised it hasn't been more than 2 times, to be honest with you. And a short kick there, and it'll be caught and kneeled down there immediately by Dallas Brent at the 32-yard, make it the 33-yard line. And that's where Drake Anamoose will take over, 1st and 15 from the 33 with 1:42 to go here in the third quarter of play.
Well, and again for the audience, the wind is favoring Trenton here as far as the direction. So the fourth quarter, it'll favor Drake Anamoose, and hopefully they can get a couple more scores on the board.
Break the huddle here, and looks like Bosert's back in the game, and he'll get the pass, or he'll toss the pass, and it slipped through the fingers once again there of his intended receiver Elijah Nicholson, and Nicholson a little upset about that one.
Like quite the pass, a little.
Try and say that again there, Grady.
Yeah, kind of stinks when that happens, but you know.
Okay, we'll try and get those thoughts from Grady here in a little bit. It's 51-26, minute 34 to go, and it is 2nd down and 15. They'll pitch it back to Bosert. Bosert will roll out to his right. He's still looking downfield, and he's looking to throw, and he will get this time. It is caught by Nicholson, and Nicholson's brought down inside the 30 at about the 39, maybe the 38-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down for Drake Anamoose.
That's good for a Raider 1st down.
can't quite see the sun. The sun's shining a little bit brighter than it has been all game, and it looks like Bossert was on the carry. Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct. That was a very good carry on Bossert.
So another first down here for Drake Anamoose. As the clock ticks inside a minute, approaching 30 seconds at 35 seconds to go here in the third quarter. And a score here before the end of the third would be crucial for Drake Anamoose. Bossert will receive it, and it looks like he's going to run it. And he will keep it, and he's out of bounds right near the 10-yard line. And we might have to open up this window here. I'm getting a little bit of reflection from the sun. We're going to do that really quick. It's causing some issues on the camera, and I can't see what's going on.
Well, looks like it was a carry by Eric Martin, and he was taken down by Caden Houle as the clock runs out.
51-26 at the end of 3 quarters complete. And now the camera is a lot clearer for my eyes. So thank you, Grady, for pitching in there on the last second notice there. And we'll take a timeout. Be back with the fourth quarter in about 60 seconds here on Magnitude Sports.
Now batting, number 5.
Nice seats. $50 though.
Hey, this dude got his seat for only $20 on Game Time.
Whoa.
Game Time tracks ticket prices in real time and finds you all the best last-minute deals, so you can get tickets for up to 60% off.
60% off?
Mystical ballpark voice.
Yeah.
That guy freaks me out.
Download Game Time now. Come on, do it.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back here. And as we come back, the Trenton Tigers score another touchdown just as we come out of the break there. And now it's 57-26 in favor of the Trenton Tigers with 9:51 to go as they score on the first play in the fourth quarter.
Mike, that's a Drake Anamoose touchdown there.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. We'll correct our scoreboard on screens. They're going to go for 2 here. And is good. So, with that, your score now here is 51-34. And all of a sudden, that deficit doesn't look so large anymore here for Drake Anamoose. We're taking another timeout and be back in just a moment here on Magnitude.
Today, it's more important than ever to put people first. That's always been our core value at Choice Bank, and now we're doubling down on that commitment. Choice is a locally owned bank that makes local decisions. Our customers are our neighbors, farmers, small business owners, and we stand by them in good times and challenging times. It's often said that people will forget what you said, but they'll never forget how you made them feel. With Choice Bank, you'll feel like we put you first, because we always have. Join our family at bankwithchoice.com.
All right, welcome back as Drake Anamoose will kick off here to Trenton. They score on that touchdown. 51-34 our score. 2-point conversion kick good. And this one will be covered up right at about the 32, maybe the 33-yard line. And that's where Trenton will take over here. We'll see where they spot it. Looks like it will be at the 33-yard line. Now, a flag on the play here, as that carry will more than likely be wiped off the books.
There are penalty flags on the field. Holding is indicated against the Tigers.
And the prediction is exactly correct there. Holding on the Tigers, so take the run off the book and move the Tigers back a little bit. First down and about 25. So first down in a long ways, we'll call it that. And no better time than now for Drake Anamoose to make a defensive stop. And just as I say that, they get some pretty nice chunk of yardage there from Vincent Wana. Brings it back up to close to the original line of scrimmage. And now the 1st and 25 turns into a 2nd and 16. Now make it a 2nd and 14 as they move it to the other side of the marker.
Short gain on the play.
.937 on the clock here, and once again, when this game is over, we'll have a little bit of a post-game chat, and then we'll end this stream and get ready for the championship game stream. And if you're watching this game and you stick with it till the end of the post-game show, you'll be automatically redirected to the watch link for the championship game. So we encourage you to stay tuned to our post-game show till the end, and that way you won't have any trouble finding the championship game link. However, looking at my phone here, looks like we have 41 people waiting for that championship game. So that's a nice start already. And with the ball there is Jaden Wilson, and Wilson still on his feet, and we've seen that from him a couple times, if not 3 times or more in this game, and he gets over midfield on, and every time he's done that, Drake Anamoose should have tackled him 10, 15 yards ago, but once again, Jaden Wilson just a fury on the field running there.
Well, Mike, a note on the championship game. It's obviously going to be later than the 4 o'clock start time that we have in the program, because this game probably might not even get over by 4 o'clock.
Yeah, 10-4 now. We still got just shy of 9 minutes to go in the 4th quarter, and with football time, they'll probably push us closer to 4:15 by the time this game wraps up. And then would I be correct or incorrect? Would there be some sort of third-place award ceremonies after this game, or do you not know for sure?
I don't know that for sure, but I think all the award ceremonies will be after the conclusion of the championship.
Okay, well, I can tell you this for sure. Whenever those award ceremonies take place, we'll have them for you live here on Magnitude Sports, and Phil and Grady will be down on the sideline to give us some interviews with some of the players and coaches and whoever is available to talk. And not much there for the Tigers on that one.
Not much room to run on the inside.
Second down will be a loss of about 2. 2nd and 17 is what we'll call it here for the Trenton Tigers. And a fumbled snap, and Trenton will fall on it, and they'll lose a couple more yards now. So it goes from 1st and 15 to 2nd and 13 to 3rd and 15, and the Trenton Tigers go in the wrong direction here. And the pass is caught there inside the 20, and he'll dive forward close to the 15 there. On the reception for the Tigers is Caden Hoole.
Quick pass to Hoole, complete.
He'll bring up 4th down. It'll be about 4th, and we'll call it 4th and 11. Whoa, snap, and they'll pitch it back there, and now he'll keep it. That's Wilson. And Wilson, stutter steps, goes the other direction, and he escapes another tackle, but he was into the end zone for a touchdown.
Another Another touchdown for Jaden Wilson. That's not like a heck of a game.
A heck of a game is exactly right for Jaden Wilson. He has scored a majority of the points here for the Tigers as they now take a 57-34 lead with the point after attempt. It's fumbled, and he'll pass it, and they'll still score regardless, and that's the second time that they've scored on a fumble in the backfield. One was resulted in a touchdown. This one results in one extra point, and it's now 58-34 with 7 minutes, 15 seconds to go in the ball game. And the Tigers lead 58-34. We'll be back in a moment here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
At Superior Grain Equipment, we're committed to quality and service, offering you the best in grain storage and dryers for any size operation. Our experts will work with you to determine the most efficient and economical storage solution for your needs. We help protect your bottom line and your future with the industry's best bins and warranties. Make the superior choice for protection today and tomorrow with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. Trenton Tigers kicking off. They now lead 58-34 here with 7:15 to go in the fourth quarter. And that will be taken there by, that is Dallas Brandt. And Brandt still on his feet over midfield, close to the 35, and looks like they'll mark him down right about the 34-yard line, and that's a pretty good starting field position for Drake Anamoose.
The run by Dallas Brandt, he seemed to just be in his way.
First down and 15 here, and no bigger opportunity than this for Drake Anamoose to try and get back into this game. 7 minutes and 6 seconds, and you're down by 24 points. But in this this division of football, 24 points can come very quickly for a team. Bossert will look to pass, and he overthrows his receiver Nicholson once again, and once again, the wind, quote-unquote, in favor of Drake Anamoose, but it's not really helping as he continues to overthrow Nicholson. I think that's about the 5th time in this game where he's overthrown him going that direction. And then there's been at least 2 occasions that I can recall going the other direction there where Nicholson had the ball slip through his fingertips and probably should have been catches. He'll pitch it back, and this time it looks like he'll run. And close to the out-of-bounds line, and he will struggle to get close to that 30. Probably closer to the 31 is where they'll mark it as the clock continues to run here with 6:45 and counting. Set up a 3rd down and 12 for Drake Anamoose. Bossert will have to pass quickly, and the ball's caught, but that could end up being a loss. I think it's going to be a loss of about 4 yards on the play on the reception there. So some nice defense by the Trenton Tigers. I believe it was Caden Houle applying the pressure in the backfield.
Well, Caden Houle, the senior here, for the Tigers here, just having a spectacular game. Great way to finish out his senior season.
5:30 and counting to go here. Fourth quarter of play, 58-34 in favor of the Trenton Tigers here on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard. Raiders with a low snap, and now pressure once again by Houle as Bossert will try to run away from him, and he'll get the pass completed. And right on the near sideline with the reception is Mason Lemur, and it looks like he was, no, he's okay. It looked like he was slow to get up, but I think he just got up, kind of lost his balance there is all. So first down here for Drake Anamoose.
Drake Anamoose will call timeout here. Mike, Drake Anamoose timeout.
So Drake Anamoose, the Raiders, take a timeout. They'll stop the clock with 5:09 to go here in the fourth quarter of play of the third place game in North Dakota six-man football. We'll be back right after the timeout here on Magnitude Sports Media Network. All right, welcome back. First and 15 for Drake Anamoose. And they'll get a quick pass in the backfield, and ball will be fumbled out of bounds as he's wrestled down right at the 20-yard line there by, guess who, Caden Houle. And it'll result in a little bit of a loss. So first and 15, we'll call it, looks like second and a long 15. So about a half a yard loss on that play. And he'll pass, and this one is batted down defensively there by Vincent Wana. And once again, that's the third time in this game that the Trenton defense has batted down a pass that could potentially have resulted in a touchdown had they not batted it down. So a great defensive play there by Trenton's Vincent Wana, the sophomore running back / cornerback.
Oh, Mike, you can definitely tell the energy on the Trenton sideline and the Trenton in the stands, the people in the stands. Everyone's excited now. They're expecting a victory here.
And a victory is more than likely going to happen here, barring some turnaround that we're unheard of. And maybe that's the start of that turnaround there, as the pass will go into the hands of Dallas Brent for the touchdown. And it's now 58-40. And it's an 18-point difference with a point-after attempt coming up here for the Raiders. And they'll try for the two-point kick once again. Snap, hold, the kick is up, and the kick is blocked. So another failed 2-point. I think they've only gotten one, and I think they've tried it on 5 or 6 occasions now, and they've only gotten one so far. So
that line of Trenton is just dominant right now. They've got a lot of big fellows on there. They don't have their heights listed on the scoreboard or on the program, but there's a huge height advantage for Trenton here.
And they just rush that line, use that height, and like I said, it's resulted in at least 3, if not 4, blocked kick point-after attempts here taken by the Drake Anamoose Raiders. So with that in mind, it is now 58-40 here in the fourth quarter of play on the Superior Grain Equipment scoreboard with 4:44 to go. We'll keep it right here as the teams are almost ready to kick off. Don't have time for a break, but we do want to thank our sponsors, including Choice Bank, Stein Seed, Superior Grain, Farmers Union Insurance, and Cavalier Hefty Seeds, and Game Time for making today's this afternoon's coverage possible of the third place and championship game here in North Dakota six-man football, back-to-back. Six-man game, or the championship game scheduled for 4 o'clock, but obviously that's not going to happen as we're at 4:02 right now. I think we predicted 4:15 the last time we talked about it. I have a suspicion it might be a little bit later than that even.
Well, Mike, that was not touched by anyone. It's going to be a flag for kicking it out of bounds here. Trenton will have the option to move back 5 yards or to re-kick. I'm expecting them just to take the kick and the ball.
And it looks like that is what they will decide to do here.
Now, a special note, just out of the corner of my eye, I see center Stanton entering the field on the right side of the camera towards the north end of the field here. So we are getting ready for the championship matchup.
You have better eyes than I do. I can't see them. And breaking loose for a large gain there, all the way up close to the 20-yard line, and on the carry for the Tigers, it was, I believe it was Vincent Wana. Yep, it was Vincent Wana.
I think the stands are blocking your view there, Mike. Yeah, but believe me, they're there.
4:32, the clock is stopped.
You should be able to see them now. They're heading west to their sideline, it looks like.
So flag will wipe out that play for the Tigers, and they'll have to try again here as they'll set up a first down. I think the down marker says first. It's first. Yeah, that's right. They lost a 10, so 1st and 25 now. And Wana will take it again. This time he doesn't gain as many yards as he did last time, but he will get it closer to that original line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd down and 12. So, or I'm sorry, 2nd down and 17, excuse me. So it'll be a pickup of about 5 or 6 on the play. Actually, it's more of a closer to a pickup of about 8 or 9 on the play. I had to redo the math in my head on that one there. And there, yes, now I see center Stanton in the blue with red. Can see him on camera there warming up. That's a color combination that I think it's the only team I've seen with the red and blue color combination. As odd as that color combination sounds, it actually looks pretty good on that jersey style.
It does, and I cannot confirm that they have other jerseys. I've only seen them play in this uniform outfit. That's for all home and road games that I've seen. So not sure. This might just be their standard jersey they wear everywhere.
Most road teams in North Dakota wear white, but and I agree with you. I have not seen them play in another jersey other than that one. So should be a fun one coming up in our championship game. Last time those two teams met up, North Border would win that game, and the final score was, let me look back on my notes here, 64-19. A game that North Border pretty much had in control for most of that game. It wasn't until late in the game when center Stanton actually got onto the scoreboard. So we'll see what lessons from that game the Wildcats can bring into the championship game here. And we'll see how the North Border Eagles react to whatever the Wildcats bring onto the field. We have another timeout on the field here as we are now at 3 minutes and 16 seconds to go here in this third place game. We'll take a quick timeout. Be back in a moment.
When grain flow becomes blocked in your bin, it can cause costly delays, safety concerns, and expensive equipment repairs. Superior Grain Equipment's premium unloading system, featuring their patented blockbuster auger, keeps you and your equipment running safely and efficiently by breaking up blockages near the center sump gate to allow for continuous grain flow. Operated from outside the bin, the blockbuster could be engaged independently from the sweep, eliminating the need to enter the bin to clear blockages. Superior products for superior bins. Only available from Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, 3rd down, and we'll say it's 3rd and 13 for the Tigers. And trying to escape a tackle in the backfield there is, I believe that's Wana. No, check that. That's Wilson. And he'll be up to about midfield, and that's where he'll be stopped. And it'll be about 4 yards shy of a first down.
There's a flag on the field. I think that's going to be a block in the back there on Trenton.
And it will indeed be against Trenton. So Instead of 4 yards shy of a first down, they're going to be a lot more than that. It'll be 3rd down and about 24, about 3rd and 24, as they'll move the ball all the way back to the Trenton 21-yard line. And it is confirmed that it was a block in the back penalty. So once again, Trenton penalties taking some big plays off the book there, but at the moment, leading by 18, it's not too concerning with 2:47 and counting to go here in the 4th quarter. Wilson will get it on the pitch. He'll roll out toward the right side. He has a little bit of a hole, and he's going to try and take advantage of that, and so far so good. And he breaks through another tackle. He's over midfield, and he's brought down at about inside the 25-yard line on another shoestring tackle there. That's the 3rd time that he's been tackled by the ankles like that, and once again, he has a little bit of help getting up.
It was made by Eric Martin back there.
Eric Martin making the tackle, and once again, Jaden Wilson has he has gotten out of bounds. I'm still getting used to the out of bounds stripe, which is now a little bit faded on the near sideline. I'm not sure if it's faded on the far sideline or not, but
yeah.
Keep in mind with that line faded that the bottom edge of the numbers is where the out of bounds line is at. And he's nearly out of bounds there, and he fumbles it out of bounds right around the 15-yard line. $98 points scored here in this game so far. Not quite the 65 that we saw in the first half, but still a high-scoring game here between the Tigers and the Raiders, and the Tigers have that advantage right now, up by 18 points. Coming into the game now is Jordan Brown from the sideline, and that'll give Connor Peterson, the junior, a breather on the sideline for the Tigers. They'll hand it off. And he has room to run, and he'll get pushed out of bounds there. On the carry for the Tigers was Weston Ennell, the junior. And inside the 5, close to the 4, we'll see where they spot it, and they will spot it at the 4-yard line. So 1st and goal here for Trenton.
Minute and 15 left on the clock.
Looks like they'll line up in that I formation, hand it off, and he's going to be and he comes out of it, and he's still on his feet. He was like, he had to come out of like 3 or 4 would-be tacklers, and it looked like one of those plays that may have been potentially stopped on forward progress, but somehow he bounced out of that for sure tackle and scores a touchdown. Incredible play. That makes the score 64-40 with just inside a minute, 53 seconds to go as the point after attempt. And we have now cracked 100 points in this game, 104, and can they make it 105? Doesn't look like it. He'll be brought down, and so 64-40. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back in 30 seconds here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
All right, welcome back. 53 seconds to go here, and Trenton is just shy of a minute away from securing that third place trophy here in six-man North Dakota football. 64-40. Raiders will get that kickoff right at the 30. He'll bring it up a couple yards shy of midfield, and on the return there for Drake Anamoose was Dallas Brandt. Clock is stopped with 48 seconds to go. If you're tuning in for the championship game that was scheduled for 4 o'clock, we promise we'll still have it for you. It's going to be closer to about 4:40 at the moment. Maybe 4:45. But that's okay, and a nice run there by Elijah Nicholson, bringing it over midfield to close to that 30-yard line. And, no, it looks like he stepped out of bounds a little bit prior to that. So just over midfield at about the 38-yard line. And Bossert will pass, and he rifles one down the field and once again overthrows his receiver. This time intended for, I believe that was Lemur. Two Lemurs on the roster. You got Austin, who's 98, and you got Mason, who's 99. So that was Austin on the intended receiver there. Coming up in our post-game show, we'll select a player of the game, and we'll try and talk to that player of the game. And don't forget the championship game coming up approximately 20 minutes after the conclusion of this one, as Nicholson will be angled out of bounds at about the 31-yard line. 4th down and 5 now for the Raiders. And the clock stopped with 24 seconds to go. And he'll look to pass again. He's looking for the end zone, and once again just through the fingertips of Nicholson, and they had just not been able to make that connection all day today, and that's some tough luck there for Drake Anamoose. Now the Trenton fan base cheering Tigers, Tigers, as their team is now 17 seconds away from a third-place title here in six-man North Dakota football, and that kneel down will secure it. Your final score in this one, the Trenton Tigers 64 and the Drake Anamoose Raiders 40. We'll take a 30-second timeout, and we'll come back and talk to our player of the game when we return after this here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
Times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Small or large, Superior Grain Equipment has a storage solution for you with a wide variety of bin options and accessories, along with site planning and superior customer service. Plus, from top to bottom, we offer the industry's best bins and warranties to protect your products and your grain storage investment. Get superior quality, protection, and reliability with generations of experience and dependability. Make the superior choice today with Superior Grain Equipment.
Welcome back. Your final score here. The Trenton Tigers take third place in six-man football in North Dakota by the final score of 64-40 over the Drake Anamoose Raiders. Time to select our players of the game. We're going to go with two. We're going to go with co-players of the game. The sophomore running back, Jaden Wilson, and the senior outside offensive line, defensive lineman, number 22, Caden Houle, I believe Phil's down on the sideline here with our players of the game. Let's go to our sideline camera. Phil, take it over.
All right, yeah, thanks, Mike. I'm live with the players of the game, and everybody can look up to the scoreboard there, or to the stands, so the Magnitude Broadcasting family can see you. Congratulations on your third-place victory. Coach, I just got to ask you, you know, you said you went 5 or 6 years now without a victory for this program. Now on the year, you finished third in the six-man football league. How proud are you of your team?
I'm exceptionally proud. You know, these guys we started with 11 guys. We finished with 11 guys on the team. And, you know, not winning a game in 5 years or so, that was really tough for our football program. Coming back and taking third place here, you know, we ended up, was it 6-3 in the six-man league?
Yep.
You know, it's going to be a big boost for our program, for not only for our program, but for our school and our community. You know, we've had a lot of support, so it's going to go a long ways. I'm really proud of all 11 guys.
All right, well, congratulations, Coach. I'll let you go talk to your team here. But we're going to talk with our players of the game here. Let's talk with the senior first, Caden Houle, number 22. Caden, you had a big game in the trenches, but you did come up with the big interception. I think you also caught a pass touchdown. Is that correct? All right, so just talk about how did it feel here playing out on the big turf of Minot Field to end your senior year on a victory?
It hurt. This turf's crazy, but it was really fun. Yeah.
All right, now, Coach mentioned you guys hadn't won a game in 5 years. Obviously, you've been here for all of that. How did it feel now, not win a game now, to all of a sudden now you're third place in the six-man league, win 6 games on the season, an incredible season for your team?
It's crazy. Freshman year was rough. It was blowouts every game. Every game was blowouts. And then to come out here this year and win a game, it's been fun. It's been fun.
Well, and I can tell both of you that we did witness your second game of the season when you went up to Walhalla and played North Border, and the team that we saw here today was not the same team that we saw week 2 of the season. So you guys improved so much to the season for you. So I'll ask your counterpart here, Jaden. Jaden, yeah, guys, you're kind of the touchdown machine for this team. You're kind of the engine that makes it go. You got the big line in front of you. Tell me how important they are for your success.
Man, they're very important. You know, when they're not there, I get pummeled. And yeah, thanks to my old lineman, I can score.
Well, a number of times you took it opposite field. One time I think you even went both sides of the field for a touchdown. Just very impressive to see you run and see you grow throughout the season. Now, question for you guys: are you playing basketball this winter? We're not sure about that. We're got basketball family watching. All right. Okay, so we'll see you guys on the basketball court. You guys finished off your year in great success. Caden, congratulations on a spectacular career for you, and we'll look forward to seeing you next year too, Jaden, and as Trenton will definitely be one of the teams to beat in six-man football. All right, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Mike, that's all from the field. A great six-man third and fourth place game. You can hear Thunderstruck in the background as we're getting ready for the championship. About 16 minutes to go, so I'll bring it back to you, Mike.
All right, thanks so much. Once again, your final score here in this one here is you can see the North Border Eagles warming up here for their pregame, heading into that championship game. But once again, your final score 64-40, and congratulations to the Trenton Tigers, as you heard them talk about in the player of the game interviews there. Trenton has struggled the last few years, always getting huge losses. And in the first couple games this year, it felt like it was going to be that same theme as they lose 70-12 to the Wildcats of Center Stanton and a 60-0 loss to the North Border Eagles. But then they bounce off those 2 losses. They pick up wins 1, 2, 3, and 4 in a row against Drake Anamoose, Midway Minto, Drayton, Mandaree. Make that 5 wins in a row against Mandaree back-to-back. And from a 70-12 loss on the first game of the season to a 71-0 win in the quarterfinal round of the tournament here, a nice turnaround for the Trenton Tigers, and that's got to be a confidence booster going into next season here, as once again, the only seniors on the roster are Caden Houle and Jordan Brown. Everybody else tentatively will be returning next year for the Trenton Tigers. And for the Drake Anamoose Raiders, they finished the season at 2-6 overall. Their 2 wins, 35-6 on opening week over the Drayton Bombers, and then they would pick up a quarterfinal win in thrilling fashion, 80-74 over the Midway Minto Mustangs, a team that they lost to 73-41 back in week 2 of the season. And so once again, Drake Anamoose will finish the season 2-6. And they actually graduate only 1 senior, and that's number 99, Mason Lemur. Everybody else will be returning. They have 3 juniors who will be returning as seniors next year: Dallas Brandt, Eric Martin, and Austin Lemur. And then everybody else is freshmen and sophomores, so they'll be sophomores and juniors next year. So Drake Anamoose has a nice future in front of them as they'll bring back a lot of experience, and you could say pretty much the same thing about the Trenton Tigers as well. Well, that's going to wrap up our broadcast here for the 3rd place game. We will take a short time out. We'll be back on the air probably in about 5 to 7 minutes with the pregame report here for the championship game. As once again, your final score here in this one from Dwayne Carlson Stadium in Minot. The Trenton Tigers with a 64-40 win. It was a fantastic game. Drake Anamoose had a couple passes that didn't go their way. They had the win to deal with, and Trenton was able to eventually build that lead. So it was a little bit too much of a hill to climb for the Raiders. But like I said, they'll bring back a lot of their players next year, and they should be a fun one for the fun season for the Raiders and the Tigers next year. And we'll see how those two battle it out in about 365 days from now. We're about 13 minutes away from the start of the championship game. Thanks so much for watching. Once again, if you stick with us here for about another 20 seconds, you'll be automatically redirected to the watch link for that championship game. And we'll be starting that broadcast here in about 5 to 7 minutes here on the Magnitude Sports Media Network.
The proceeding has been a presentation of the Magnitude Sports Media Network. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and to order a DVD copy of this broadcast, simply visit msportsnet.com/DVD.